Right, 12 June 2024. And today I'm very, very excited to be giving you the evening update. And the thing that excites me is that everyone is very, very present here. There is no one who doesn't want this to happen. So I really appreciate all of you, and I appreciate everything that you've been doing for us here at Zimbabwe and also at the Zimbabwe Intercessors Movement. And I want to start by thanking everyone who has contributed to the fund. So there is a fund that is available at fumogena.com. And this is where we are raising the funds for us to travel. So the first trip is going to be to SADC, and it's going to happen very, very soon. I won't tell you the exact date. And so kuti vakomana ava tivasvike vakatimirira paSADC. Munovaziva vakomana ava. So we don't want them to know the date when we're going to travel. But I want to show you something. The first ticket has been bought with your money. So when I'm talking about with your money, I mean the contributions that you guys have been making. This is the first ticket here that I'm displaying. Guys, the money that you're contributing is working its purpose. And this is the first ticket that we bought today. 7,986 rands. You guys are serious. You're not playing. And you can see what I'm talking about. The small amounts of money that everyone is contributing is going to printing, is going to data, is going to flights. And to show you how serious we are, we've bought our first ticket so that even if we don't go, all of us, one of us is going to go. So the first step has started, which is for us to go to SADC. And the reason why we're going to go to SADC is one, to hand over the petition, two, to negotiate with the SADC regarding the chairmanship of Mnangagwa. No one in Zimbabwe wants Mnangagwa to be the chairperson of SADC because there is a report that says Mnangagwa rigged the elections. So we're not playing, and we've got the support of everyone. Everyone that you know supports us from all sectors of Zimbabwe across the board. There is massive support for dialogue leading to fresh elections. So I want to be very, very clear. At the end of August, Mnangagwa is not going to be in office. That is what people have asked for. No one wants Mnangagwa to be in office at the end of August. So you have to understand, if you are not clear, you must be clear about what people are demanding. Through the petition, there's been a number of clear demands. The first one is that Mnangagwa cannot be president, Mnangagwa cannot be chairperson of SADC, and Zimbabweans want to come back home. So those are the three things that I'm going to continuously remind you. So there are many people who are coming and they've got different views about what is the outcome of this process. The outcome of this process is not the continuation of the current system. The outcome of this process is a different system. Zimbabwe is going to be different. And I want to unpack what I mean. Every night I'm going to be unpacking this until everyone understands. First and foremost, Zimbabwe is very behind. It's not developed. So there must be rapid modernization. So if you go to fumogena.com, we've put down all these things that I'm explaining here. Right at the bottom, you scroll to the bottom, you will see what I'm talking about. Zimbabwe needs rapid modernization. The country is behind. Under Mnangagwa, everything is behind. Everything is collapsing under Mnangagwa. The ZIG is a mess. I'll show you more tomorrow what has happened with the ZIG. People are suffering in ways that you cannot describe in our country. So before I forget, let me give you guys my link because I tend to get carried away. So let me give you the link for the guys who want to join in about 10 minutes. I'll open the floor, but I'm going to be very quick. So as I said, rapid modernization is very important. We need strong systems. So guys, take note of this. I'm going to put this in a flyer, which you all have to understand. These are our principles here. As we go through this process, remember what I said, our goal is Mnangagwa must step down. There must be free elections, free and fresh elections, and Mnangagwa cannot be chairperson. He cannot be president at the end of August. So when we go to SADC with the bishop and all the other guys who are going to go, this is the message that is going to SADC. And this is not the last place we're going to go. We're also going to go to the UK. I am committed. The bishop is committed. Today, more churches have joined. So today, the bishop has gone to a lot of churches, and more churches have joined. A lot of churches in Zimbabwe are fed up of what Mnangagwa is doing. But some of the pastors, they obviously can't come out. But we are clear about what needs to be done. So the outcome is Mnangagwa steps down. There is fresh elections in Zimbabwe, and we need rapid modernization. We need free and fair election. We need homecoming. Those are non-negotiables, and those things need to happen. We need strong systems, like I said, and this coming out of dialogue. Then we need justice. Justice means people like Pastor Tafmane Masaya, who was killed by Scott Sakupanya's employees. We need justice. As I said to you last week, we got $3,000 for the lawyers. The lawyers cost us $15,000 to pay in Zimbabwe. We got $3,000, and we got a lawyer who is working with us. Today, they've delivered the letter again to Commissioner General Matanga. So if Matanga is watching me here, please take what I'm saying here seriously. We need the toxicology report. We need the postmortem. We need who you have investigated, who you have interviewed, and what has been the outcome of those investigations. We're not playing, and we're not going to stop. And we're going to go to courts outside of Zimbabwe. So justice is needed. So this process that we're taking is not a joke. We're not playing. And I know that you're all serious because you've given us money. So all of you, let me show you again that ticket that we've bought, the first ticket that we've bought from your money that you've sent here. On top of all the money that we've given Bishop for traveling around last week, you've sent us money which was enough to buy a ticket to fly. And tomorrow I'll be showing you more tickets as time goes on. Let us be serious about this thing. This is a first ticket that we've bought. 7,986 of your money has bought this ticket to go to SADC. We've got 20 people that need to go to SADC. We've got 20 people that need to go to the UK. We are not playing. This is not a joke. This is life-changing. If Whitnotch Vile can steal 200,000 and give people Aquas and Mercedes-Benz, take out your $50, take out your $20, and let's get this thing working. So the first thing that I want to mention is I've got some guys here. Mkoma Kumlana, I see you. Mkoma Mutsa, I see you. So just give me a few minutes. I'm gonna put you back in the studio. What I want to say here is this is a push. So this is a push. We are gonna have to push Mnangagwa out. We're gonna have to make sure that this happens. And Mnangagwa is watching this. Do not think he's not watching. He's watching and he's trembling because young people are going to push him out. And we don't use guns. We are going to push him out nicely. Mudara is going to be retired. Oenda kumusha, kumaswingo, kubikita. That's where he's going to go. You're going to see him at Nyika Growth Point. Akagarapa Mtema. That is where Mnangagwa is going to be. Achigasadza, Nekumadoro. Mboma Mutsa Maspamba. Virise yazo, virise.
Ndinofara Mkomagamba, munofara ere.
Good. I just wanted to put you on stage because I see what Taluza coming over. Are you understanding what we are doing and where we are?
Yes, I'm understanding what we are doing, and I'm really happy that this is happening. We have been struggling a lot as young Zimbabweans. So first of all, I just want to greet everyone who is here and to say I'm really happy and that this is happening. And we are behind you and we are behind everyone who is supporting this. We have been struggling a lot as young Zimbabweans. So I think this is our time to take this stage and change our lives and change the lives of our kids. Because some of us, we are young parents and we don't want our kids to grow up the same way we did. So I think this is a really, really good initiative that is happening to us. And it's a change that we really wanted. And as for me, I'm really spreading the word to every Zimbabwean that I'm coming across who doesn't know this is happening. I'm telling them that a bit of everything that I know, so that I'll just let them know that they should come to Gambakwe channel and watch every night and learn more about what is happening in and what is gonna happen in the next month or so. So yeah, I really appreciate this opportunity also to put me on this platform to share my view.
Okay, so Mkoba Musa, I want to explain something from what you've said.
Yes. Yes.
On top of what we're doing at Gambakwe, there are other channels that are also broadcasting. There are other pastors.
Okay.
Every day,
Okay.
there are over 400 people who are praying in a relay. So when I'm talking about praying, I mean one person prays and they hand over to the next person and they hand over to the next person.
Okay.
We are going to see the biggest change that we've ever seen in our country. And it's going to start like this.
That is really
when we
amazing.
change our country, it's going to be rapidly modernized. What you're talking about, your kids, everyone here, that is why you see that the people are contributing this money. I know people don't have money, but this week alone, we've received over 10,000 rands, which we've used for
it's amazing
data and all that kind of stuff. We have received for Pastor Tafmane Masai $3,000, which is almost 50,000 rands to pay the lawyers. People are committed to this thing, and people are not playing.
Yeah, we are.
So I just want you to be clear, Kuti. What's happening here is life-changing. You just need to move a bit to the right so that what I'm saying is, guys, be prepared for what is coming. It's not just the civilians.
Yeah, true.
And I want you to be clear to you guys. It's everyone, including guys in security, guys in military. Everyone is wanting Nangaba to go, and they want him to step down. He has destroyed everything, and it's something that we have to emphatically say. And I'm not going to apologize for saying this. We want fresh elections.
Yes. Yeah, so me, I just have one thing to say before I go. I just want to take a Gambakwe slogan that I've mastered these past few months. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Thank you, Mkoma. Thank you. And I really appreciate everything. Okay. And yeah, please spread the word.
Pleasure. Yes, I'll continue to spread the word.
How's it going? How's it going, Mkomataka?
No, I'm okay, Gambakwe. Thank you for what you are doing, and we are supporting you here in the UK. We'll be waiting for you. You promised to us to come, so we'll be waiting for you anxiously. And what I can just say is the movement going to take that is a massive step, especially the fact that we have already bought a ticket for somebody who is going to SADC. And so I just want to thank you, Gambakwe. You are doing a fantastic job to correlate everything and making sure we update and everybody can come and get an update. And also the fact that you update us the news bit in the morning and in the evening, you take us through what is happening with the Mnangagwa must go. Mnangagwa ari kuraya nenzara, ari kuraya nenzara. Mnangagwa ari kuramba akatichengeta tiri kuno kuti chiswera vanhu vachiswera vachitava.com, vanhu vane ma-professional who can actually uplift Zimbabwe. So thank you so much, Gambakwe.
Yes, Mkomataka, before you go, I want to explain the concept of homecoming so that people understand why we're going to the UK. So in other countries where there have been disasters, many people have left the countries. And it's very difficult to come back because people have established themselves. Some of them have got a lot of debt. Some of them don't know what to come to. So the concept of homecoming is part of the dialogue. So as part of the dialogue, we're going to approach people like Chamisa. We're going to approach people in the churches and say, we've got so many people outside the country, we need to come back. And we need this to be a formal government process. When you come home, you should have somewhere to go. You should have a property. You should have land. You should be able to land softly in Zimbabwe. And you should be asked and encouraged to leave the country where you are, to come home. The economy should improve so that London, which is chasing our people, looking for food, is also available in Zimbabwe. We don't want people to just live in the country so that they can eat. And at the moment, people are basically staying in UK, in South Africa to eat. And we want it to be so developed in Zimbabwe that people start to apply for visas and permits to come to Zimbabwe. That is what I'm talking about when I'm talking of homecoming and rapid modernization. Munozviona sei?
Thank you so much, Komagambakwe. Because actually, vanhu vari kunokoka, what I always say ndezvekuti izvo munhu ari wese ari mudiaspora lives on the value of at least two things. Either you are health and you have got the capacity to work. Once your health goes away, you can't even survive in the next 2 or 3 months. So yeah,
Yeah, so don't be afraid, guys. I am going to personally be in Zimbabwe. I am going to be in SADC. You're going to see me at SADC. You're going to see me in Zimbabwe. You're going to see me in the UK. This is not part-time for me. This is the full-time thing that we're doing. It's a duty. And as I said to you, it's a duty, which means we can't stop. I always ask people, if me, Gambakwe, with people, 50,000 people watching me a day, that can't do it, who can do it? So that is the reason why you see me doing this thing here.
No.
Thank you, Ngomataka. I know I put you on the spot.
No, that's all right. And I just want to
house it is there.
I just want to appreciate you for helping Dr. Clarence.
Okay.
Okay.
He's our brother. We're going to be with him throughout.
Yeah. All right, then. Okay. That's all right. Thank you.
Thanks. So I think let's recap. We are on 16 minutes now, and this is too long already in the evenings. We've received enough money for a ticket. So we've bought our first ticket. This is our first ticket that we've bought with the money that you've been sending us on our platforms. So we've got places where we've said where you can, how do you pay, which is Mukuru, PayPal, into my bank account, and also through World Remit. We've received over 10,000 for the travels, and we've received over 50,000 for the case. Yeah, start of money, Masaya. So this is the money that we've used for the ticket, the first ticket. We need to carry 20 people to Botswana, and these people need to stay there for about a week. And we're going to have a big delegation of the churches. So maybe they need to hire a bus. So we need more money. Please donate more money on Fumo Jena. The millionaires of Zimbabwe, do not let us down. Don't let the people who've got little money do it. If you're a millionaire, if you're a business person, do something bigger. Give us more money so that we can travel. The political parties do not just sit and watch us do something. Because this ticket that you're watching is being bought by people who are sending me my $50, my $100, and so forth. And the 3,000 letters that are being printed by Bishop Nyamakanga is coming from that same money. So let's make sure that this works. The guys in the UK, send us more money. We need more tickets, provide us with accommodation. We need to make this happen. Mnangagwa Arkupera, end of August. That is the last day Mnangagwa is going to be in office. We need this thing to work. We need a new order. We need a new system. The election was rigged. And SADC, when they come to Zimbabwe, they're coming for one thing, to make sure that they represent the interests of the Zimbabweans. They cannot say an election was rigged and then come to Zimbabwe to appoint Mnangagwa as chairperson. Munozvuma here maZimbabweans izvozvo kuti vanhu veSADC kumbe city yakuvhuma na ukuthi umuntu weSADC aze eZimbabwe. So someone phoned me and said, Gambakwe, do you speak Ndebele? I do. I speak perfect Ndebele. I had to learn. But all I'm saying is, guys, this is not the time to be afraid. And I'm speaking here to guys in the opposition. If you see me and you see me in Harare, then you must go and protest. If you don't see me, then I'm a coward and I don't deserve to even show my face in public. So you're going to see me. You're going to see me in a lot of different places, in a lot of different countries. And when we are done with this process, we're going to have a new type of leadership in our country. Our media is with us right now. The young people are leading the media. We are going to make sure that we provide you with up-to-date information, not Zugitwan ZBC, not what is happening at all these state newspapers. We're going to provide you up-to-date information. We're going to be reachable. The Gambako head office is going to be open to the public. I promise you that. And we're going to have new leaders that don't abduct, kill, steal, and who are not corrupt. So we've got a new order to create in our country. And I like the fact that the guys who are in the security services are supporting us. I get massive number of calls from guys in security, guys who are ex-security, guys in military. I get a lot of calls. But at the moment, we don't want any military guys intervening or doing anything. So when we military, Mira and Bija, everyone must do the churches. So that's what I want to say. Everyone must do the churches, follow the process of the church, and let everything be peaceful. Mnangagwa is going to step down, and he's going to step down through the force of the people, not through the force of anything else. So let's make sure that end of August, we've got a clear day when we're sitting here and I'm saying, do you see what has happened? Mnangagwa stepped down. Let's now start creating a new order. And let me recap those things that I said. I don't want us to go without clarifying these things. First, we're going to have dialogue. After dialogue, we're going to have a transitional period. Then we're going to have fresh election. Because the current parliament that is there is not the real parliament that is there. The people that are in office are not the real people that are there. Then what we're looking forward to is rapid modernization. Mnangagwa has destroyed the country. We want strong systems. So when I talk of strong systems, I'm talking about the judicial system, I'm talking about the education system, the financial system. All these systems must be strong. We want Zimbabwe to look like a modern country, a country where everything works, not potholes and broken things everywhere, like Juru Growth Point in Harare. We want homecoming. Homecoming, we want everyone who's gone out of the country to be assisted to come back home and to come back to something. We want free and fair elections, no more rigging, no more Wikino Chivayo at ZEC. We don't want that. No more Chigumba at ZEC. Chigumba must start packing to take you 2 months to pack. You heard Wikino saying you gave $100,000. You heard the audio today, clearly. And in our security services, we don't want people who are corrupt. We don't want people who abduct people. Matanga, we've sent you a letter today. And that letter is the second letter I'm sending Matanga in a month. We want the investigation of all these cases where people are abducted and murdered, including the murder of Pastor Tafuna Nemasaya, who was murdered while campaigning in Mabuku by Scott Sapwaya's employees. We have sent you a Freedom of Information letter today. Take that letter and respond. We want a response to that letter. If you don't respond, we're going outside the country, we're going to other courts, and eventually you're going to appear in foreign courts. And we want justice, as I said, and dialogue. Obviously, we want people to talk. Bishop Nyamakaga has said it so many times. Zimbabweans need to talk. And we don't want these things that happen behind the scenes. So I think I've clarified what needs to be done. Please assist us with the donations. We want to buy another ticket. I want to show you a second ticket very, very soon, within a very short space of time. So you can see how much we bought here, 7,900. So every day the ticket goes up, and we don't want the ticket to keep going up before we buy. We've got people that has promised to pay tickets for us in the UK. Please make good on those promises. This is the website. You don't need to call me. Just go on that pomogena.com. How to pay is over there. I can't reply to everyone because I get so many calls. And if you phone me and I don't respond to you, just know that I'm sort of tied up. But eventually we'll get there. We have a secretariat. Bishop Nyamakanga has set up a secretariat in Harare. We've got 2 secretaries now. So we're moving. And I want to appreciate other pastors who have come on board. Pastor Amandishe is on board. We've got Pastor Marange is on board. We've got the Zimbabwe Council of Churches. They've gotten in. Today, Bishop Nyamakanga has visited other churches. I'm going to play for you the audio later on, maybe in the morning, of where he's gone and what the churches have said. We're going to 3,000 churches. 3,000 churches. Mnangagwa apera, guys. Ajadzoki, Mnangagwa and his namo yake and all these things that he's been bringing in our country. Mnangagwa arikufarira kuti adaidzwa kuRussia. He's happy kuti he got an invitation to Russia. Come back with nothing. Go to South Korea, come back with nothing. And everything is getting worse in our country. Doesn't listen to anyone, and he doesn't want to heed the call for dialogue. So we're going to do this. And please, guys, do not stand in the way. I don't want to keep repeating this. If you are in security, if you are a guy in police, do your job. Do not interfere in politics. Let the political people do politics, let the churches do churches. We are going for a change, and everyone wants this change. So I am very, very clear about what is going to happen. And you are going to see me at SADC. You're going to see Bishop at SADC. That is day one. So that is the day when you start counting day one. There are other massive changes that are taking place. And I want to unfortunately end with this point. There's been a massive disintegration of Zephyr. So Zephyr has had a massive disintegration. Almost all the top order today has left the Zephyr and they've gone to the Zimbabwe independent movement. I'm not going to say much today about the Zimbabwe independent movement, but you're all going to see what is happening. There is a lot of things happening behind the scenes. But at the moment, you should know that Zephyr has lost a lot of people that you know. So they're going to have to start rebuilding. Zephyr played a very big part in setting up the petition and also in setting up the original idea. They are the ones who first approached Bishop Nyamakanga. They are the ones who went through the whole of Zimbabwe talking to different people. So Zephyr has done a lot to make sure that we get where we are. But unfortunately, I believe that they were heavily infiltrated. And also, I believe that there was a leadership issue that happened at Zephyr. But I'll ask General Wende to come here and explain. So we should not allow the same thing to happen to the Zimbabwe Intercessors Movement. Let's stay very clear with the objectives. The objective is dialogue, transitional period, Mnangagwa steps down, and fresh election. Okay, let's reverse that. Dialogue, Mnangagwa step down, transitional period, and fresh elections. We are not going to accept anything that does not result in fresh elections. And as I said, the political leadership is going to come out and speak. I've been speaking to guys who are close to Nelson Chamisa, and we expect a political statement from Chamisa as time goes on. And because Chamisa is a very important stakeholder, he is the one on the left side, Mnangagwa is on the right side, and SADC is at the center. So I always remind you that there are three stakeholders here in what we're trying to do. Chamisa was in the election was rigged. Mnangagwa rigged the election, SADC said the election was rigged. Mnangagwa was a contestant and he's the one who rigged. So he also went and decimated the opposition in parliament, and we're not going to accept that. And the Zimbabweans are not accepting it. And I'm talking for all the churches here. You are going to eventually see all the churches marching on the street. People are tired of what is happening in the country. And this is the end. This is the end from Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa must know. And I'm communicating here because obviously I'm the one on the platform. But every single person in our country wants a change. So if Mnangagwa doesn't want dialogue, the thing that is going to get is the opposite of dialogue. But it's not peaceful. It's a push. It's not a begging. And remember what I'm always saying. We're not asking nicely. Mnangagwa is going to step down at the end of August. As soon as those heads of states are in Zimbabwe, there is going to be protests. And there is one reason why there's going to be protests. SADC cannot appoint Mnangagwa as chairperson. And let that be very, very clear. So we're going to make that message clear to SADC when we go there. I'm going to be there and providing you with the coverage that the Bishop Nyamakanga needs. So as I said, let's make sure that this is done. So thank you very much, everyone. And I really enjoy talking to you. I'm very clear about what is happening, and we have no fear at all. So if I'm not there, other people must continue. We are not afraid of taking responsibility for everything here. This is a duty. So make sure that it's a duty. You can't die in foreign countries. So the guys in the diaspora, do not die in those foreign countries where you are. And if you leave these guys, if you leave Mnangagwa and his people, 2 people are going to make you die in a foreign country. And they'll be sharing 1 million. That's all they share, little crumbs. That's what they're sharing. 40 million, they share 40 million. Mnangagwa's family has got 40 people. If they get 40 million, it's only enough for 1 year. They're not getting a lot of money, these guys. They're just greedy. And we need to make sure we stop them. Stop these guys right now. We've got the power to do it. We've got the power to stop these guys. We need to build a modern country, and it will be done. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm over enjoying this thing now. So good night. Let me go and sleep because I'm back here again at 5 a.m. as we give you the news. Thank you very much, everyone. And please please don't forget to go to Fumojena. We need more donations tonight. I'm gonna keep emphasizing this. Guys in the UK, we need your support. We need to raise 100,000 for the trip to Botswana. And other people are going to do the rest of the trips. But this Botswana trip is very important. We need a delegation of 20 to go to Botswana. Thank you very much, and a good night.